options if you want to incorporate something, but maybe a book.
My name is Paula. Welcome back to Purpose Fit. I have a flow for trust today. So whenever you are ready, hop onto your mat. If you have a yoga block, you can grab that. If you don't have one, that's okay. I'll give you some other options if you want to incorporate something, but maybe a book for at one point, a sturdy book, or a couple of pillows would work for another point. So whatever you have, get it handy, and we'll get started seated here on your mat. Grounding down the sit bones, rolling the shoulders back and down, letting your eyes close. Feeling some steady breath coming in and out. Settling yourself right away into this practice. Trust that you're in this space here for a reason. Trust that your mat will support you throughout your practice. And take another couple of breaths to open yourself up to trusting me, giving me the opportunity to help you through this practice, allow you to move in ways maybe that are new and different for you. Trust that I have something to offer and that there was a reason that you clicked on this video today. Take another inhale, fully fill up. Exhale, release. Try that one more time. Inhale, feel the chest, the sides of the waist, and the belly expand. Exhale, release it all. Feel the belly button draw back in towards your spine. Inhale to reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale to twist over to the right side. Inhale, reach arms up and overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, sit up tall. See if you can switch the cross of your legs and forward fold any amount. So maybe you want to stay nice and tall for this first one. Maybe you can get to forearms. Maybe you like to reach the arms way out long and let your chin tuck slightly. Inhale, sit yourself up nice and tall. Find that tall seat again one more time so you can set an intention for your practice. Trust yourself. You're here for a reason. And when you're ready, let your eyes open. We'll flip right around to tabletop. So getting yourself centered here. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Draw the belly button in and up nice and strong right away. Getting yourself set, prepared for what's to come. Getting your breath synced with your movement. So inhale right away, kick the right leg back. If you feel good with that, you can add the left arm balance. Exhale, set it down, switch sides. Inhale, left leg back. Right arm reaches forward. Set it down, switch. Inhale, reach. Right leg, left arm. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. If it gets too wobbly for you, you can always tap hand and foot and center it back. Tap hand and foot, center it back. Let's try it a couple more times. Inhale, reach. Thinking about length forward and back rather than up and down. Reach, core is strong. One more for each side. Back of the neck is long. You're not creating that sway in the lower back. Good job. Now we're going to shift it a little bit. So inhale, kick the right leg back, left arm forward. And then elbow goes out to the side, knee goes out to the side. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, out to the sides. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Try that a couple more times for each side. Really squeezing out to the side, being careful that you're not letting elbow, knee dip. You're keeping it lifted. Reach and set it down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, out. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. One more each side. Last one. Breathing here. Settling back at center. Walk your hands forward, a handprint. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Find your first downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet, shaking out the head, relaxing any way you need to into this first down dog. Bend your knees, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or float feet to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale to fold. Stay soft in the knees. Inhale, rise all the way to stand, arms reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift up, core is tight. Exhale, fold nice and easy, pulling the belly button in and up. Inhale for flat back. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step your feet back. Inhale, exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, lift, draw the shoulders back, chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath to catch up here. Now inhale to lift your right leg nice and high. Bend your knee and open up your hips. So you're letting your heel go towards your tailbone, reaching that knee as high as you can. Inhale, straighten your legs, square your hips. Exhale, bring that back foot through. Right away, finding a high crescent lunge. So maybe you want to stop and pause here. Find your balance in the legs, and then reach the hands nice and tall when you've got it. Take a big inhale. Exhale, pull the elbows down, bend through the back knee. So you're squeezing the elbows to the sides of the waist. Inhale, straighten the back leg, reach the arms. Exhale, pull it down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. Try it a couple more times. Reach, inhale. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, reach. Find more range of motion every time. Inhale, reach. Last one. Pull it down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to twist towards that right side. Straighten strong through the back leg, reaching fingertips forward and back. One more breath. Inhale to unwind, keeping your balance by squeezing your thighs together. Exhale, hands go down to your mat. From here, shift all of your weight to your front foot, pick up the back foot, find some balance. Inhale to maybe lift the hands off the ground. One breath. Exhale, fall or gracefully set it all back down, back foot down. Inhale, high plank or kneeling plank. Exhale to lower halfway or all the way. Vinyasa, inhale, lift into a back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath to catch up here. Trust your intention, trust your movement. Inhale, left leg lifts, bend your knee, open your hip. Same thing, other side. Inhale, lift and square. Exhale, bring it through. High crescent. Take your time to find it, reaching tall when you get there. Again, squeezing inner thighs together, pressing into the heel of the front foot and pressing the heel of the back foot away. Exhale, elbows down, bend the knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach. Again, gentle squeeze of the belly button in and up, and squeeze of inner thighs together will help you keep your balance, moving and breathing. Good job. One more breath. Inhale, straighten out, reach tall. Exhale to twist, hands forward and back. Straighten through the back leg even more, rolling the chest open towards that left side. Inhale to unwind. Exhale, hands go down. All the weight goes in that front foot as you lift off the back. Maybe the fingertips stay down. Maybe you come to that block. Maybe you find some full balance. One breath. Inhale. Exhale, set it all down. Unwind within vinyasa or skip it. We'll jump right into downward facing dog. Taking a full breath when you get there. Releasing, relaxing. Find your thoughts back at your intention. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or float, feet to the top of your mat. Inhale for flat back. Exhale to fold, relax the head and neck. Soft knees, inhale, stand all the way up, reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Catch your balance, catch your breath here. I'll turn to face you. We're going to get into some balancing poses right away. So finding even more trust in yourself. All of your weight into your right foot. Pick up your left in front of you. So try not to hike your hip up. Keep the hips as level as you can, but using the pull in and up of the belly button to pull your knee up towards your chest. Finding the balance here. Draw that knee out nice and controlled. Set it down wherever it lands. So try to avoid putting it right on top of your knee joint. Go below or above for tree pose. Belly button pulls in and up. Breathe here. We got this. Inhale, reach the arms nice and high. Now see if you can grab onto your right wrist, reaching up and over to the chest is open towards the ceiling. Maybe lift your gaze if you really want to throw the balance. Trust that you can stay here. Trust that if you fall, your mat will catch you. You'll be fine. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, hands go to heart, knee goes forward. Good job. Finding that balance again. I'm going to switch around so you can see. Breathing big with a full inhale. Exhale, kick that foot back as strong as you can. Warrior three. So maybe airplane those arms behind you. Level hips. One more breath. Gently set it down. Take a big inhale to reach into high crescent. Exhale to twist over to that left side. Just like we did before. This time if you want to add on back arm down, front arm lifts, go for it. Breathe. Inhale to unwind. Exhale, fold. Take a vinyasa or skip it. And we'll go into downward facing dog. Trust yourself more than anybody else. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or float, feet to the top. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, shifting into that balance. So this time the weight goes into your left foot. You pick up the right. Hands can stay at heart center to begin here. Squeeze belly button in and up to lift the knee. Draw it out with control. Find that steadiness. Plant the foot wherever it lands, not on top of the knee. You're in your tree. So maybe this is plenty for you right here. If the foot stays on the ground, that's great too. Pick your option. Again, falling is okay. We get right back into it. Reaching the hands nice and tall with a big inhale. Grab onto the left wrist. Reach it up and over. Finding a spot on the ground to focus on or a spot on the ceiling to focus on. One more breath. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands come back to your heart. Knee comes forward. Shift yourself into that warrior three. Taking your time to kick the leg back. Lean yourself forward. Maybe airplane the arms. One more full breath. Step it back with control. Inhale for that high crescent. Exhale to twist and open to the right side. Maybe the back arm down, front arm reaching. One more breath. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands go down. Take that optional vinyasa or skip it. One more breath here. Trust that this breath is enough to recenter, to help you adjust back to normal. Inhale to lift the right leg nice and high. Bend your knee, open your hip. This time if you want, you can stay right here or flip it around for Wild Thing. So your foot plants behind you. You lift your hips, lift your chest, lift that right hand back behind you. Breathing. Good job. Unwinding back to that three-leg dog wherever you are. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the foot through in between the hands. Back heel down. Warrior two. This is where maybe you want a block. So settle in. Reach the fingertips wide. Breathing. Adjusting. One more breath to settle your hips. And we're going to move into half moon. So exhale, lean yourself forward, finding right angle first. Maybe grabbing the block or bringing the hand to the ground. Look down at the ground where that front foot is and walk that back foot in so you can shift all of the weight into that front foot. Maybe the hand on the block, back foot lifts parallel to the ground. That left hand reaches up towards the ceiling. Another option is to just let the hand hover or to bring it all the way down to the ground. Picking your option and breathing here. Kicking that left foot away really, really strong, reaching that left hand up high. Shoulders away from ears. One more breath. Unwinding nice and easy back to warrior two, taking your time to settle the hips. Adjust back into it. Breathe. Look strong past that right hand. Feel your chest lift. Feel your hips settle. Your legs strong. One more breath. Inhale to bring hands to heart center. Turn both toes out, heels in, sitting into a horse pose or goddess pose. So depending on your hips, if you can only take it a little bit down and the hips get too tight, that's fine. Try to get the thighs parallel to the ground and then lift the chest so the shoulders are back over top of your hips. Pull the knees back by squeezing the glutes. Inhale, lift and straighten. Hands reach. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift and straighten. Exhale, lower. Try that 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one, lift. And lower down. Good job. Warrior two to the front of your mat again. Exhale, hands go down. Take that vinyasa or skip it. We'll meet in down dog. Same thing, other side. Inhale, lift your left leg, bend your knee, open your hip. Adding on if you want to. Flipping into Wild Thing. Lifting up nice and tall through the hips, keeping your chest open. Rolling open. It looks different on everybody, so try not to overthink it. One more breath. Enjoy the transition back as you find your three-leg dog. Inhale. Exhale, bring it through in between the hands. I'll flip around to face you. Warrior two. Landing nice and strong in it. Feeling confident in this pose. Inhale. Exhale, lean forward into a right angle. The left hand down. The right hand reaches. Looking down at your front foot. Walking that back foot in to find the balance. Half moon on this side. And I like to keep looking at the ground. If you want to shift your gaze to add more challenge, or if there's an easier spot for your neck, go ahead and switch it up. Really kick that right foot back. Reach the right hand tall. Shoulder blades come together behind you. Stay steady as you can for one more breath. Unwinding nice and easy by bending into that standing leg. Dropping the foot back, warrior two. Inhale, hands to heart center as you square up into your goddess pose, horse pose. Again, finding some balance here from side to side. Again, try not to lean yourself forward. shoulders over top of hips. Inhale, reach and straighten. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach and straighten. Exhale, lower down. Knees go right in line with your toes. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Last one, reach it up. Exhale, down. Warrior two, back to the front of your mat. Hands go down. Inhale into a high plank. Take your vinyasa or skip it and go into your last downward facing dog. Breathing and settling here. And we'll all drop the knees and take a child's pose. So in all of your balancing poses, all of that work you did to balance yourself from side to side, from front to back, top to bottom, find some trust and reassurance that your body knew what it needed to do to find challenge, to grow, to take up the space that you needed to take up the space you're required to take up, but most importantly, to take up the space you deserve to take up. Shift yourself around, feet come in front of you. We're going to find a little bit of stretching and some core work. So leaning back first on the sit bones, chest is tall. Lean back just so your abs are engaged. Reach the hands forward if that works for you. And if all of this is good, you can kick one heel forward, pull it back in. Kick the other heel forward, pull it back in. Inhale, kick. Exhale in. Inhale, kick. Exhale in. Inhale, kick. Exhale in. Inhale, kick. Exhale in. Good. See if you can lean back slightly farther. Keep going. Keep breathing. Pulling belly button in and up. It's never been more important than it is now. Try not to round your lower back. Keep your chest lifting. Breathing strong. One more breath. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Grab behind the legs and exhale. Round your back. Tuck your chin. Inhale, sit up tall. Stretch the left leg forward. Option to bring your right ankle on top of your leg. And maybe you forward fold from here. If that feels good and you want to take it further, you can take your full fire log pose, bringing that left leg under. So you're trying to get your shins parallel and ankles and knees stacked. So trying to avoid having this ankle that kind of caves in and sinks in. You want to keep it nice and stacked, sitting up nice and tall, leaning forward any amount into it so you can feel your stretch. Now, keeping the upper body relaxed, keeping the chest tall, leaning forward slightly just so you feel your stretch. One more breath. Sitting up tall, and then taking a quick twist over to what side? The left side. Inhale back to center, straighten out your legs, reach them long in front of you. Inhale, exhale, forward fold right in the center. Walking hands forward any amount. It doesn't matter where they reach, doesn't matter if you can touch your toes or not, just settle in. Inhale to sit up nice and tall. You're going to switch to the other side, so maybe bringing that left leg on in front, right leg comes underneath, or you keep it straight, sit up nice and tall, lean forward, staying on the sit bones, not rounding your lower back, not caving your shoulders, staying tall. Thinking about why you decided to put some trust in me today, why you decided to put some trust in the practice of yoga, why you keep deciding to trust this little rectangle mat that you bring yourself to. Whether it's your first time on it or your millionth time, the trust is the same. Inhale to sit up, twist, opposite way. Exhale, relax. Legs go forward one final time. Take a big inhale, lift tall this time. So feel the length in the sides of the waist. Try to keep that length as you go forward. Relax and breathe. Inhale to sit up tall. We're going to work our way to laying back. If you have a block or those couple pillows, have it handy, have it next to you. Roll yourself back one vertebra at a time. Keep it nice and slow, settling it down. And when you do, right away draw those feet in towards you to set up for one bridge pose. Exhale to press your lower back into the mat. Feel the tailbone lifting up. Core is strong. Keep that strong core as you lift the hips up any amount. Walk the shoulder blades underneath you. Chest is open, but you're not pressing your belly button up. You're keeping your core engaged. Staying and holding here, or if you want to, pick up one of your legs. Breathe. Set it down and switch the opposite leg. Hold and breathe. You can do this. Relax it down. One more big breath. Both feet down. Roll it down nice and easy, nice and slow, one vertebra at a time. When your tailbone hits the mat, let your knees go side to side like windshield wipers. Drop the knees all the way over to the right side. Maybe bringing your right hand on top of that left leg. Maybe reaching down to grab onto the left foot and pull it up towards you. Inhale back to center. Switching over to the other side. Knees drop over to the left. Hand comes on top of their leg and you grab onto the bottom leg. Unwinding nice and easy. Taking any other stretches you might want. Maybe it's just a knees into the chest. Maybe you're ready to move on. Grabbing your block if you have it. Bringing it underneath the hips. Setting up for supported bridge. So in your supported bridge pose, you want to do your best to keep your feet planted under the knees, hip distance apart. You want that block to be secure underneath your hips and not just under your lower back. So try to get whatever prop you're using secure under the hips, not under the lower back, so you can have space under the lower back to breathe. Walk the shoulders underneath you. Let the palms face up if it works for you. And breathe. The core is still slightly engaged, but just enough to hold you steady. The rest of your body is relaxing down into your props, into your mat. And if you've got some stability in the lower back, some more space in your hips, some of you can stretch out the legs and feel good relaxing there. If it doesn't work for you, that's fine. Just plant your feet and breathe. Trusting your props, the things you have underneath you, trusting your own body and gravity to work for you as you really let go here. Letting go of your tension, letting go of your holding, letting go of your need to press into the feet and lift the hips. Really let everything sink. And finally, letting go of your gaze as you close your eyes. Feeling that natural, easy breath pace coming back in. Noticing that just by keeping attention on your breath, keeping it as a point of focus, your breath stays full, it stays even, it stays smooth. And then coming back to our intention of trust. Recognize how much you can trust in yourself. Even when there was times in this practice that you felt unsure, even when there was times that you may have wobbled and fell in and out of a pose, you were always able to bounce back. You could trust that your body was learning, you were growing stronger, you were getting better. And that trust in our ability to grow and advance is what makes the future so exciting. It's what makes us wake up in the morning and feel that purpose, that drive that we need to achieve, that we need to advance and move forward with confidence. It's that feeling that allows us to believe in ourselves and believe in others. Believe that we can achieve whatever we set our minds to. Let all of that resonate with you in the space of your heart as you breathe in and out in the chest and the belly and rest here. If supported bridge becomes uncomfortable, come on out of it and take a final Shavasana, laying in normal corpse pose or whatever position is best for you today. Know that this space is yours as long as you need it. And whenever you're ready, you can take your time to come back to this present moment. Starting with gentle movement in the fingers and toes. Maybe taking a deeper breath, rolling the ankles and the wrists in little circles. If you're still in your supported bridge pose, gently press into the heels, lift the hips just enough to move that block aside and roll yourself on out of it. Taking time to let the knees rock side to side when your tailbone hits the ground. Feeling your spine settling back to normal. Rolling yourself over to one side and pausing there for a breath or two before pressing up to a tall, comfortable seat. Keeping the eyes closed if you can, adjusting and settling. Meeting back in this tall seat right where you started. Roll the shoulders back and down. Sit yourself steady on your sit bones and breathe. And together we bring the hands to the third eye center, reminding us to have clear and loving thoughts. We bring the hands to the mouth, reminding us to speak clear and loving words. And we rest the hands at the heart, reminding us of our clear and loving intentions. Thank you for trusting yourself, trusting this practice, and trusting me for this little bit of time on your mat today. Namaste. Thanks again for joining me. I hope you liked this video. If you do, please share it with anybody else who could use some yoga, which is pretty much anybody. Share and support the channel in any way that you can. And I look forward to training with purpose with you again.